Hey, sports card collectors and investors. I hope everyone is having a great day. So anyway, yesterday morning, I'm sitting on the couch just minding my own business. I'm flipping through YouTube, and I am a subscriber for Cardboard Chronicles. This guy, does really great interviews for basketball cards. And he, typically has 45-minute, hour-long episodes. It's not uncommon. So on his channel it pops up, there's a 1-minute video, which is really odd considering that he does these kind of longer interview type videos. So I click on it, and it's basically an advertisement for what looks like a new service that is coming out called Card Ladder. Now, cardladder.com is the site that it refers to, and actually I tried to go there yesterday. I think me and 1,000 other people tried to as well because the site crashed. I couldn't get on it. But I went back to it this morning, and it's really interesting. So it looks like the Cardboard Chronicles guy, as well as the House of Jordan folks, which they have a great channel as well, with some really good content. They're coming out with a tool, it looks like, and it's advertised as coming out June 23rd is their release date. I added myself to the wait list there through the website, but it was exciting to watch this tutorial, and the reason is because it's kind of the Swiss Army knife of tools for sports card investors and collectors to be able to track pricing in real time, to track your collection, to make comparisons between price history on cards. There's all sorts of, and I'm going to put some screenshots up from this tutorial, and I'm also going to put a link down below to the YouTube tutorial so that everyone can take a look if you haven't found it already. But I mean, essentially, you've got some pretty huge features. I mean, the one that really sticks out to me and the one that I've been looking for, I currently use Card Genie Pro, which is fantastic. And it tracks my collection really well, and it offers some really good stuff, and it's $3.99 on the App Store. So I mean, from a price point perspective, it's you can't really beat it. I mean, for $4. This particular tool, it looks as if they've got kind of on their collect tab, the way that it looks is that you're going to be able to track your collection's value in real time, meaning that it looks to be that they're going to have kind of those eBay sales and those other, they also say they're taking sales data from multiple sources, so not just from eBay sales, which I also thought was intriguing as well, because it does give you a more refined approach to what that pricing looks like. But anyway, it will track that in real time. So I'm assuming you've got kind of your collection's worth $1,000 or $10,000, and in real time you can kind of see where that pricing is. It'll be interesting how they do that as far as just showing current price. If they're taking an average of 10 sales, if they're taking the highest price, if they're taking a median, it'll just be really interesting to see how they're coming up with those. And then they also have a projected total or projected price. Which is, and I'm not sure again where that algorithm is projecting that out, but how they're looking into the future and what they're basing that off of. But it's still a really intriguing feature. Whether it's right, wrong, or different, it doesn't really matter to me. I think it's a really cool resource to be able to look at. And so for me, that's what I had been looking for. It's a way for me to track my collection and to be able to see just in real time, boom, I look at an app or I go on a website and I can see, oh, this card just went up 25% overnight, or this card, wow, this thing shot up 100%, or this one dropped 100% or dropped 50%, and you're able to see kind of, what's going on a daily basis. So if you do, for me, the struggle I have is sometimes I don't realize a card is hot until it's already too late, or it's already, a couple weeks in, and it's like, oh, okay, shoot, I wish I had known that this card that I bought for $50 is now selling for $200. That would have been nice to know. And so, hopefully that's what this thing accomplishes for us. That's what I've been looking for, just to kind of save that time of having to go through my collection and, oh, this player had a great night. Let's go and, check and see what their cards look like now. To me, this is supposed to be kind of the end all for that, to where you can go in, from what it looks like in the tutorial. Again, this thing isn't out yet. I haven't been able to test it, play around with it, but just based on the tutorial, that's what it looks like. So really, really intriguing. Another thing that they're going to add in is kind of they call it kind of the Wikipedia of cards, to where you've got data on that card, kind of a synopsis of the card, of the player, and then also kind of current events where you've got, content creator stuff and different content around that card, around that player, which again, really intriguing, more information, more data to be able to use when making decisions. If someone's talking about, a player that they really like, if I'm talking about, oh, I'm really, I'm targeting Jason Tatum right now, this can also be an added resource to be able to go back and see like, okay, if you're brand new, who's Jason Tatum? You can go through, take a look at it, and be able to do some added research there. So the amount of information that they're compiling or looking to be compiling into this thing is pretty darn incredible. Another nice piece that it looks like they're adding is, they're calling it like a top 100 cards, hot cards right now. I have a similar thing with my comic book investments through Comic Collateral. And basically they've got top 100 comics as far as sales are concerned, sales transactions and pricing and so forth. So essentially that tool is tracking how many comic books are being sold for a particular book, and then they're taking that data, compiling it, and they've got a top 100 list that you can then use as like, okay, well this book just broke into the top 100. I wonder what that's all about. Gives you the opportunity to kind of see what's hot in the market. Give you a snapshot, which is really nice, and that's what this is going to do too. Again, if you already own these cards, or if you're looking into getting into a certain player, maybe you can use that top 100 and say, wow, that Prism card is number 5. Maybe the Revolution card at number 90 will be moving up as well. So it's just another, it's another data point to be able to use when you're making buying decisions and selling decisions. So awesome. Very excited about this tool and to really kind of dig into it and see, what the story is with it. I think one thing that'll be interesting, I guess the big question, the elephant in the room that everyone's going to say is, how much does it cost? And that's really what it's going to boil down to. I think that if you're at like a $9.95 price point monthly, you're going to have 10,000 subscribers to it, because it looks to me like it's kind of the end all to everybody's problems as far as investing or collecting cards. And they say that they're going to add more features. And again, I mean, we have to play around with it. We have to see if all these features really work. Is it buggy? There's a million different things to kind of consider. But if you're just taking this on the surface, this is a very, very exciting tool. And again, their release date, they're showing it on June 23rd is when they're showing it as a release. So that's really 2 weeks away. And then we'll get a good look at this thing, and maybe a more detailed demo of it. But like I said, the tutorial, I'll put the link below. It shows you a lot of different screenshots, and I've added some screenshots to this video from that tutorial just to be able to give kind of a point of reference as to what I'm talking about, and so you can check it out for yourself. I mean, I'm just super, super excited to see more on this thing, and I really like both of those channels, the House of Jordans and the Cardboard Chronicles guy. He does some really cool stuff. He interviews a lot of great people within the hobby. They're definitely hobby people, meaning that they're longtime collectors and they're just interested in seeing the hobby in general improve and grow in a positive way. And so a resource like this is, you can't not be excited about a resource like this. So again, it's just going to come down to price point for a lot of people. And so it'll be interesting to see kind of where they go with it, and I'll be watching it very, very closely. And hoping that it all turns out great, kind of in the way that that they want it to. So if you haven't, and let me also just say, I don't have any sort of affiliation with this group. This is just strictly a review. I'm not getting any sort of kickback or promotion to to talk about Card Ladder. I just happened upon it yesterday morning, thought it looked really intriguing, and definitely wanted to kind of get out to my viewership and let people know about it so they can anticipate it, because I just think that resources like this are the stuff that advance the hobby and advance everything for us, help us make better buying and selling decisions. And so stuff like that, that only helps us, as we kind of move through this journey, the sports card investing and collecting journey. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do videos every day. We've now got over 100 videos, and we're just going to keep it going. Really enjoy making them and corresponding with you all. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Watch that tutorial and let me know your thoughts, because I mean, they advertise it as kind of the potential game changer, and it is a game changer. If it does all the things that they're wanting it to do and saying that it can do, it's serious business. So let me know what you think in the comments, and we will catch up with you guys next time. Have a good one.